Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Godzilla Podcast. I was wanting to create a video to see if we could talk about and try to guess exactly what size Godzilla is going to be within the latest 2014 film. Thus far, the only clues that we've had are A, an interview that Gareth Edwards gave at the recent San Diego Comic-Con, and then B, the recently leaked trailer that all of us love and enjoy, and that if you still haven't watched it, find it out there. You'll see it somewhere and click on it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, with regards to the interview, Gareth mentioned that, and this is his direct quote, "I think I can say the tallest one that has ever been," just about. He's talking about, of course, the size of Godzilla within the franchise itself. Officially, I believe the tallest that Godzilla has ever been was somewhere around 300 to 325 feet within the 1991 era. And ever since then, he's been smaller in size. In this one, when he says that, when asked again, of course, how tall Godzilla is within the film, and he says, "I think I can say the tallest one that has ever been," that tells you that his size is going to be even bigger than that 325 feet or so. So is it possible that Godzilla could be 400 feet within the film? It's hard to tell right now. I'm sure once concept designs are revealed within the release of the movie, we'll have a much more clearer detail on this. The second piece of evidence is, of course, the trailer that was just released, and it's discernible on there how huge Godzilla is, far bigger than what he looks to be in any of the other past films, even the 1998 American Godzilla film. I mean, he absolutely towers over many of the buildings on here, and the size, the girth, the stout, the posture that he has, even when he's just leaning downward, he looks gigantic, absolutely gigantic. So again, it makes me think that truly is that this is going to be the biggest incarnation of Godzilla essentially within any other franchise. Again, it's hard to tell exactly what size, but if it's closer to 400 feet, then that would make sense on there. And I think it's also done on purpose because they wanted to make sure that anything involving the Godzilla franchise, any new franchise that comes about, they are not going to be trounced by the size of Clover, which is the last major monster movie that was released involving one single monster. And Clover's official size, if I'm not mistaken, is somewhere around 350 feet if Clover was standing erect on its hind legs, in other words. And if that creature was 350 feet and Godzilla's previous larger size was about 325, then Clover officially trounced Godzilla when it comes to the size and stature. Now that this new movie is coming out with regards to the Godzilla 2014 film, here's a chance for Godzilla to once again become the true king of the monsters in terms of size, and that's why I think they're purposefully making Godzilla somewhere around 400 feet or so, because they are not going to have a previous monster movie essentially outsize Godzilla. So, interesting stuff. What do you think? Do you think Godzilla is going to be closer to 400 feet? I've heard people guess around there that he's going to be 500, even 600 feet. I think that's a little too large. But we'll see on what happens on there. Also, there was part of the interview that he was talking about. He says that, interestingly enough, he said, "We did loads of tests for the size. It's not like we just didn't pluck it out. We did all these tests we created, and he is a certain size for a reason. You make him too big, you can't do any of the storytelling and have fun as much. If you make him too small, he's not quite as scary. I feel like the height we made him is just right for him." So again, it goes to show that they purposely picked the right size. And also the other evidence, it's a lot rarer because so few of us have seen it, so it's kind of hard to tell, but it was the 2013 teaser that showcases that Clover-like monster attacking the airport that looks big, and then it shows Godzilla's shadow behind him, and Godzilla absolutely dominates this monster. Again, that's much harder to tell because so few of us have seen it. Only a panel convention full of people saw it, and thus far, again, there have been no leaks associated to it, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Alright everybody, thank you as always, take care.